This is LulaRoe Lady J. I've done a video in the past on YouTube on different ways that you can wear your maxi skirt, and today we have a brand new one for you. This is going to show you a very bloused way of wearing a cold shoulder style top. You are going to need a maxi skirt of your choice. I recommend your personal size. If you want to size up, you can. Please don't size down, as the waist will remain on your waist. We're also going to use 4 rubber bands. I choose to use the tiny little ones because I don't want to add bulk to my shirt where I don't want it. You can choose larger ones if you so desire. It's not a big deal. Let me show you how this works with help from my little lady. Yep. So the first thing we're going to want to do, and I'm going to try to do this one-handed. We may have to set the phone down from time to time. The first thing you're going to want to do is turn your skirt inside out and line it all up. So let me set this up for you and we'll keep going. Okay, so what we've done is we've turned our skirt completely inside out and we've got it lined up with the side seams. What you want to do is you want to find the waist and you're going to follow that all the way up to the top of the skirt on both sides. Okay, so let me gather that up and I'll show you what's next. Okay, so now that we found the waistband, I went ahead and marked both parts with our rubber bands. What we're going to do is we're going to attach the seams. We're going to line them up, gather it just enough, and make a tiny knot on both sides. I will do one and then come back and show you what it looks like. So as you can see, it's just a small amount of shirt. That way that we'll have that cold shoulder open when we put it on. If you want less opening on your shirt, make it more closed because of the colder weather like I've done today personally, then naturally you'll take up more in your knot. So let's do the other side. Okay, so now that we have our first 2 knots, those again are lined up with the waistband of your skirt. And this is the part that your head is going to go through when we're all said and done. So what we're going to do now is we're going to do a second set of knots pretty close, at least halfway between here and the end of the skirt. But you can go closer to this first knot if you want on both sides. So I'm going to measure those out, just kind of eyeball it. We'll mark them again with some rubber bands and I'll come back. Okay guys, I'm going to attempt to do this with one hand just so you can kind of see what I'm doing when we make our knots. So basically you just gather up both seams to make a match. You're going to pinch right here where the stitching stops for your short knots. And all you're going to do, I promise to fix that. All you're going to do, trying to get my rubber band. Sorry. Is pinch it. It's moving on the skirt. Pinch it right there at the seam. Okay, you're going to make a small knot right there. Okay, so that's our small knot. Again, you can put more fabric in there if you want to, less fabric if you don't. The less fabric you have, the greater your opening will be on your cold shoulder top. The more fabric you have, the more closed your top will be. So what we're going to do next is we're going to turn our skirt inside out and then we get to put it on. Hang tight. All right, friends, this is what we have in our finished product before we put it on. This last piece is the opening from where your hand and arm will come out of the top. You have a cold shoulder opening here. Your head is going to go through right in the center, so make sure that when you put the skirt on, the tag is on your back, as it would be if you wore it regularly, and I'll show you in a moment. And then again, you know, this is your cold shoulder opening, and then this area here is where your arm is going to go through. Because this is the area that your arm goes through, you may or may not need to adjust that length that we talked about between your first 2 elastics. So I have my mannequin over here. We're going to put it on our mannequin. I'm going to come back to you to kind of explain how we finalize the look. What we're going to basically do though is this skirt is going to go over her head like a shirt, and her head will come up through here, and then of course your arms will go through the top. I'll show you, I promise. Okay guys, so the size that I've chosen for this particular model is a medium. As you can see, we have some cold shoulder peaks here. I made hers particularly wide on the top so it would rest on the side of the shoulders. Again, that is really nothing more than adjusting where your knots are when you line up that waistband. She has a smaller waist and more broad shoulders, so technically I should probably move this up. And I'll actually do that and then show you that finished product as well so you see the different looks. And again, another cold shoulder peek here. And as you can see, this is where the arms go through. So let me just give you an idea. You have plenty of room for your arm to come through, but not so much room that your modesty is compromised. So that's a good thing. Your waistband sits normally on the waist. You can pull this down as far as you want. I've actually got mine pulled down to the top of where my pant rise is today, personally. More right around here. But you can pull it up as high or as low as you'd like. It blouses very well. So it's a very giving look, just like the Irma. Let me fix those top buttons for you and give you a shot at what that looks like. And there you have it, friends. When you adjust your knots closer to your neckline and you keep that second knot further down on the skirt, you'll have a great open cold shoulder look with your, kid you not, maxi skirt. It's a super fun thing, super fun way to wear your skirt in other different ways. It's just one more thing that proves LulaRoe is super versatile. I hope you've enjoyed your video today. Thanks for looking, and we'll see you next time.